Trying 3, 2, 1.
All right, so I made a photo mashup, which you might want to push the thing in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I made a photo mashup, which was the image of the Cinematic Arts center area, and it just had stuff, and it was kind of cool. I was involved. It's about perception, because there are people who are watching so basically, up on the 2 balconies, there's the people from Lord of the Rings, and then there's Bill Murray from Razor's Edge, and those are people who have been on quests, and they're watching the students go on their quests, and so it's about them watching the students going on their quests, and it's also about the students, how they see the world, and, so it's about their perception, and it's about also my perception of the school. The actual description is, this is how I see the school. It's a way to make a journey. It's like your step in the journey. So Stranger comes to town because there are photos from the past integrated with photos from the present. Los Angeles Landmark, I believe that the Cinematic Arts School is a Los Angeles Landmark because it's awesome. It's a paradox because there's things in the past in the present together, and that can't happen. There's witchcraft because there's the people from Lord of the Rings, and Gandalf is a wizard. Higher education, it takes place at USC. Architecture, it shows off the architecture of the school, and I also had to mess with some of the architecture in order to edit it, and make people go behind different things, and so I messed around with the architecture. There's a crowd of people exiting one of the buildings. It's a survey. Bill Murray and the Fellowship of the Ring are both surveying the area. It's a quest because they're all going on a journey, and they're the people who are watching already went on their journey, and the students are now going on their journey. It's about travel. There's a lot of travel-related things in there. There's a plane and there's a train, and there's also an arrow pointing in a direction, or not an arrow, a hand pointing in a direction. It's all about moving forward. This is the second Stranger Comes to Town card. It's all punched out, but it was used as a connector, same application. There's a train involved. It's a school because USC is a school. Right place, wrong time. There are students from the past depicted in the present time, so they're in the right place because they're at school, but it's the wrong time because it's the wrong time period. Fact and fiction, there's a lot of true things occurring, and there's kids at the school, which is a fact, that happens, but then there's fiction because there's all these fictional characters, so it's a mix of truth and fiction, but that's kind of what film is. So statue of Douglas Fairbanks, he's in the picture. Start of something great. It's the beginning of all these students' journey to make film and stuff. It's a journey. So Search for Freedom. Film is kind of a search for freedom. You're creating new worlds, and you're creating all this freedom for you. It's about diligence. The students work hard, and it takes a lot of work to go on a journey. There's an airplane. Another diligence card. Ambition. The people require ambition. And also there's a little kid who's reaching up towards Douglas Fairbanks and towards the camera, and so it's like showing that he has ambition and like he has a goal. Hollywood Landmark. It's also a Hollywood landmark because it's the cinema school and it's awesome. It's no place like home. The cinema school is our home. Historic event. The picture of the students from the past is it's the African American students who just were allowed to go to a school that was segregated, and so that's a historical picture. It's a hallucination. A lot of the stuff is not real, and so it's like you're seeing. I created how I see the school. I'm not actually hallucinating, but like if I were, that would be how I would see the school. There's the masks of comedy and tragedy, and there's the male gaze because the Lord of the Rings people and Bill Murray are both guys, and they're gazing upon the students.